So I've been getting back into Guitar Hero and Rock Band as a little nostalgia trip with the recent resurgence of this style of rhythm gaming in Fortnite Festival. While Rock Band has had a sturdy gameography with some titles being major hits, some of them that were promised or could have been promising eventually fell through. This was mostly due to the oversaturation of the genre and music companies and bands feeling that the games quote-unquote cheapened the experience of learning and playing music. With one of Rock's biggest acts that weren't a group of bugs or angry green punks was planning to have an entry in the series that never made it past the planning stage, much to the dismay of gamers and rockers everywhere. But what if that wasn't the case? So, just for fun, let's find out what if Led Zeppelin Rock Band existed. Now just to give a quick rundown of what I'll be discussing in this video, I'll be discussing the main set list of songs, the career mode venues, and finally a controller concept, i.e. something to come with special edition bundles. Now again, keep in mind, like I said before, this is purely just for fun and is just a fun what if scenario. Please don't take anything in this video super seriously. Let's just have some fun. So why don't we start off with one of the most important parts of a Rock Band title, the soundtrack. Harmonix is usually pretty great at picking their base setlist of songs for their games, so I feel like this Led Zeppelin game would have a nice balance of their more well-known songs like Heartbreaker, Black Dog, Dazed and Confused, and of course Stairway to Heaven, with other more lesser known and deeper tracks, like 10 Years Gone, Bring It On Home, How Many More Times, etc. So, let's take a look at what I came up with. I chose roughly 50 songs from every Led Zeppelin album up to Coda from 1982, which is considered their last official album. Again, these are all my personal picks, so agree or disagree with them if you want, but let me know what you would want in the comments below. Given how Zeppelin was known for their heavy rock, blues, and folky fantasy-based songs, I again tried to have a good balance of both those types in the setlist. Career mode would follow a similar layout seen in Beatles and Green Day Rock Band, following the band's humble beginnings as the New Yardbirds as they were, to their iconic arena performances before John Bonham's passing. Each venue roughly features about 5 to 10 songs from the previously shown setlist. You'll start out in Denmark performing at the Gaiax Teen Club before moving on to the Fillmore West. Do well there and you'll move to the Royal Albert Hall, the Oklahoma Assembly Center, Madison Square Garden, Earls Court, and finally Knebworth. Most of these venues were picked for their iconic moments tied to the band, but also for what stage visuals and effects could be used. For example, during the breakdown of something like A Whole Lot of Love, the stage gets enveloped with different colors and effects, to go with Page's theremin playing and the sporadic percussion before the solo kicks in. Kinda similar to how Rock Band 2 did this type of color play in their video shoot venues. There could also be the possibility of having both a live and studio venue for some songs. Not all of them, but some of them could recreate Headley Grange, which is where Zeppelin recorded their third album, Led Zeppelin 3. Given how Guitar Hero famously had the Gibson branded controllers and Rock Band had Fender ones, except of course the ones with the Beatles, I'd imagine the controller for this game would either be Page's Dragon Telecaster or his B-Bender. In fact, the B-Bender could be a cool concept, as like the actual mechanism. If you want to activate Star Power or Hyperdrive, you could bend the body of the controller down to activate it. There's also the option of having Page's double-neck EDS 1275 controller based on this old fan concept on VGBoxArt, but I think it would complicate things and make it a bit difficult to use. But who knows? What do you think?